So it's not every time you see news like that and then you're just genuinely shocked about it. Unfortunately, Kyle Busch passed away, you know. It was a Thursday afternoon and I was fishing out in a creek and I got a text from my mom. Kyle Busch died, and I just didn't really know how to process it. It's very shocking. It's very unexpected. It's terrible. I've been a NASCAR fan since 2006 when I was like 5 years old, and I never really experienced the passing of any drivers really in the sport, like superstars. You know, Greg Biffle passing away in December, like the first time I don't know, man. It's hard to really explain, but I was never really a Kyle Busch fan. I was a Penske guy. I was fans of like Joey, Brad, Ryan Blaney, all of them, Paul Menard, I guess, as well. And I didn't really ever like Kyle Busch because he always had run ins with the Penske guys, but there was no denying that he was really the most talented driver in the sport for almost 15 or 20 years. Um, I know he'd fallen off a lot in the last 3 years, but he defined the sport in in his own way. And there's so much of his legacy that will live on. Um, Future Hall of Famer for sure. We had terms invented like bushwhacking because he would go down to the lower series and just dominate every race. He'd just win Xfinity race after Xfinity race, and they had to make a rule about it. You know, the 5 or 10 race minimum because he was winning so much. Him and guys like Harvick and Denny, um, and he got something like 103 Xfinity Series wins, 69 Truck Series wins, and I can't remember the exact number in Cup, but it's over 60. It's very impressive, you know, just a generational talent. I don't think we'll ever see that level of dominance in the sport again, where the guy, he was winning, he swept weekends sometimes. He'd run trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. He went all 3 races. Um, you know, he was like the villain of NASCAR. You know, fans booed him on the track. Then of course he had a loyal fan base as well that cheered him on when he was winning. Rowdy Nation, as they were called. He was a controversial figure in NASCAR, but he was essential for promoting the sport. And he also gave a lot of these younger guys like Christopher Bell, I think John Hunter Nemechek as well, a chance to prove themselves through his Truck Series program, the Kyle Busch Motorsports team. I don't know, man. It's really hard to kind of process it. I'll still go into the NASCAR site, and that's the first article I'll see. And I still think I'm in a dream or a nightmare, more like it, an alternate reality where it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't look real, these headlines, but you know, they are, unfortunately. He died of sepsis relating from pneumonia, and he was having some health problems the last 2 weeks up until his Dover win in trucks. I mean, he pretty much almost won his last race. Well, he didn't win the All Star race was his last race, but he won his last points paying NASCAR race. You know, in his interview, he said, "You never know when the win might be your last." It's like he knew something was wrong. I'm not gonna speculate because I don't really know what he was going through. You're just so used to Kyle Busch, KFB. It's just being this personality in NASCAR, and then next race he's not going to be there, and it's just going to feel so weird. It's going to feel like something's missing because truly something is. There's so many Kyle Busch moments I remember, And like I said, I was never really a fan of his, but he was such a personality in the sport. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind. He wasn't afraid to break the rules at times. I remember, I think it was 2012, maybe 2013. One of the, I think it was the Daytona Clash where he also created another term for this, Kyle Busching the field, where he just lays back at the start. He passes all the guys. He gets to the lead. And just nobody else would ever have the balls to do that besides a guy like Kyle Busch, who just he just drove the way he wanted to drive because he knew he was so damn good at it that he could get away with whatever. Peak entertainment to watch this guy on track. I guess I'd like to include some of my favorite Kyle Busch memories. I never got to meet the guy, but a lot of the memories of him racing, like his 2015 championship where he came back from an injury and got into the playoffs, won the thing after missing 10 races, stuff like that. You just remember. And I guess at the end of this video, I'd just like to share I'll just put some clips in of my favorite Kyle Busch moments. By the way, I know I haven't uploaded on this channel in almost a year. This is a dead channel pretty much. I don't use it anymore. I have another channel with like 4,000 subscribers that I upload on consistently. This is just kind of in limbo, but I just felt like I needed to talk about this because it's a huge loss for NASCAR, especially as me as a NASCAR fan my whole life. Just seeing a guy that you watched on track every weekend, he was fast, he was winning races, he was he was so good for the sport, and he's not here anymore.
Almost. The momentum. The 18. They make contact. The 18 into the wall. They're side by side again. Going into 3 for the lead. Larson has the advantage. Here comes the 18. He puts the bumper to the back of him. The 18 into the wall. The 42 sideways.
Where's Harvick?
Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch will win.
Wow.
When Superman last visited Victory Lane, he put out the distress call. Lady Luck answered, and some other superhero like Captain Domination or something. Because he tore it up tonight, and let's see. Oh, he's going to do it. The guitar. That's a strong guitar.
The past half an hour. If he doesn't do it, I may have to send you over there to do it.
Well, no, I think it's going to happen. He pretty much said that everybody's going to get a piece, and if everybody's going to get a piece, you can't do it. Here we go.
Oh, give a second.
Toyota and a Toyota. I think I would have asked for a little help there if it had been me.
That was Kyle Busch that said, "Come to the checkers over here."
For the first time in Sprint Cup racing since 1954.
Come on, folks, give my hand.
Foreign nameplates going to Victory Lane. Wild Thing wins.
Yes.
Kyle Busch.
Too close for my comfort. I thought we were a little bit better than that on the long run. I know Harvick, that's kind of his specialty, but we had a really, really good race car tonight. The M&M's Camry was awesome. Guys did a great job coming back from a dismal qualifying effort and preparing a really, really good race car for us here tonight. And being able to start dead last, come up through the field and win this thing. That's right, Rowdy Nation. All for you, baby. Everything's great. Looking forward to getting back to the racetrack and getting into my race car.
Are you okay with Joey moving forward?
Everything's great. Really looking forward to getting in my race car and getting back here at Phoenix.
Speaking of that, are you glad that this is over and now you can get in the car where you're comfortable and get back to racing?
Everything's great. Really looking forward to getting back into my car and being here in Phoenix.
Is that pretty much what we're going to hear?
Everything's great. Looking forward to getting back into my car.
Who's going to save it? Neither one. They both spin out. Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch is going to win barely. Steals one. Holy cow. Tyler Reddick. Oh.
I told you he's going to take a drastic move.
Buddy, just kind of, hey, welcoming you back to the racetrack is what I think this is right here.
Little bump and run.
And in a pretty tight pack of cars there.
What is he doing?
He might back it
what he's doing, he's doing a great job at it, but why is he doing it?
Get caught up.
Got to spin around and get caught up. You're going to need to get caught up to go a lap down
Find
here.
a flat spot so you don't.
These tires are all up, so
There he goes.
Allgaier coming up to his outside, but history is going to be made. Kyle Busch will win his 100th Xfinity Series race, and it happens at Nashville.
More wrecking.